Hey folks, it's dinner time and Scruffy is not here. So I'm surprised by that because I caught him late this afternoon, sleeping basically on that mat or, yeah, on the mat in plain sight, hoping to, I think, catch my attention. I think, I think he was waiting for dinner because, he didn't eat basically yesterday or today. And then at dusk, I checked out the window, and he was still there. So now it's actually dinner time. He's gone. So I'll probably keep an eye out for him. His pattern has been after he leaves here at dinner time. I guess I'll call it early dinner time. He seems to come back in about 3 hours, or late dinner time, usually like when I'm basically about to give up and get ready for bed. So I might give him one more chance if he doesn't appear very soon. I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I had to drag myself just to come to this dinner time. I'm finding this to be a chore at this point. Things have been going so badly that I think mentally I'm already starting to check out, and I'm losing motivation to do this. But I have 4 cans of cat food plus the one he didn't eat last night. So ironically, by not eating, he's extending this project because I plan to use up the wet cat food. So ironically, by completely not eating, he's actually probably committing me to extra days. It's definitely ironic how that works. Because I think I'd be happier to see this go by faster. Anyway, that's it for now. It's really cold, so I'm going to close the door. Thanks for watching. Bye. One more thing I just remembered. So I'm going to leave out just a tiny bit of cat food just in case he comes by and I don't see him. I'll know that he at least came by. And I'm putting it on the quote-unquote gym towel that I talked about, seems like a month ago. Basically, I've been basically wiping my scent on it, so I wanted to basically use it to get him more acclimated to my scent, in case that helps. Yeah, we're kind of, it seems a little late for that, but yeah, there it is. So anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye. Hey folks, it's been about an hour and a half instead of the 3 hours. I decided to just check out what's going on. So I turned on the lights, and there he is. He did not eat the kibble on the gym towel. Okay, I'm back. So I got his food from yesterday and more chicken skin. I just heated up the chicken skin, and there's some chicken fat grease or whatever it is. Oh, yeah, he's coming. And he stopped. I don't know why he stopped. So why did you stop, Scruffy? Why did you stop? So I'm curious if you'll step on the towel. So let's put the chicken on the bowl. So I wonder if he'll step on the towel or if he's really scared of my scent. Okay, I'm gonna throw him a little piece of chicken on the towel, just to try to get him started. So I'm gonna zoom out here. Okay. So find a little fatty piece there. There's a little fatty piece there. Let's see what he does. So yeah, there's kibble there. First he goes right for the chicken. I don't know what your problem is, Scruffy. Yeah, this isn't working. It's some weird scratching noise coming from somewhere, but I don't know what it is. So, yeah, anyway, yeah, as I was saying, this isn't working. So he ran away from me as if I was going to do something to him. I don't know. I don't know why he's suddenly so terrorized by me. So we've been doing this for well over 2 months. I haven't hurt him in any way. And here he comes. Basically, I'm giving him food, and shelter, comfort, protection in the backyard. But yeah, he's become even more terrorized and more afraid of me than when we started, I think. I don't know what's up. So as if he had like a traumatic experience this week, and I wasn't even there. And he blames me for it. I don't know. I mean, he looks fine. I don't think he looks like he's been in any fights or anything. He's still alive, so he's been eating. He blames the weather on me. He's been around a while, so there's no reason he should associate me with the weather. So I'm assuming he's been feral for many years. I get the sense that he's an older cat. So I'm going to back off here, and I'm going to get a towel. My hands are all greasy, and I'll wash my hands. Okay, so I backed away from the doorway just to see if anything will happen. And here he comes. And there's kibble on the towel. Gee, who would have thought? So it looked like he was going to run away. think he's really scared of my scent. I think he's eating the kibble now. Yeah, he kind of fled the towel, but now he's a little closer, so is that a good sign? I don't know. I mean, he's a little bit more trusting now. So yeah, it's really cold, so I got to decide what I want to do here. I guess I'll go out. So I guess my plan will be to first, yeah, I'll put all the food on the table. Start with the cup. Try to spoon feed him. And then if he takes that, then I'll put down the plate, I think. And I'll keep the chicken on reserve in case I need it. At some point, I should open up the kennel, I think, and give him that option. I think I want to do that after he's eaten something from me, though. So I want to create some sort of association. You did something good, so now you get this kennel option also. And if, yeah, for those who have not tuned in, for lunch today, I put in a small bowl containing the wet cat food and I think a couple pieces of dry kibble mixed in. And I put it into the back of the kennel, and I showed it to him as I brought it out. And then I closed the cage door. And so I'm trying to create like a reverse association. So instead of him fearing being locked in, I want him to see the cage door as something that's keeping him out. So he doesn't actually think it's a cage. He thinks it's, an obstruction or a barrier to, him getting what he wants. So that was my thinking of how I can get him acclimated to the cage door, because I didn't think, knowing how skittish he is about everything, I don't know if he'd recognize it as a cage door or not, but he has a negative association with everything, so I can give him a different type of negative association where it's preventing him from getting stuff that he wants. So he actually wants the cage door open and wants to go in instead of he now can't go in. So we're for some reverse psychology there. Okay, I'm going out, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm out. I actually forgot to bring out his water today, so oh well. So I just put it out. I decided to move the towel next to me where I put the plate. I'm curious if he really hates my scent or not. I think he does, but it's another data point. And honestly, things are going so badly. I can always get rid of the towel, but things are going so badly right now. I'm reaching the point where I just don't care. I'm already kind of mentally checked out, I think. So anyway, I'm going to hold out the spoon. I need to roll up my sleeve. My sleeve keeps rolling down. So I don't want the sleeve to get in my way. No, he's not interested. If I hold out a piece of chicken skin, would he be interested? So I got some chicken skin. Yeah, something. It's almost as something bad happened to him and he's like lost trust in me. But I don't know what that is. because he was good one day and then bad the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. So it's like something happened while he was away, and he's traumatized and blaming me or something for it, or projecting me into the bad situation, because I thought we were doing okay. I gotta put the chicken back. It's really cold. So, okay, so I'm debating if okay, so I have a couple options. So one, I can open the cage door. Two, I can just keep sitting here. Three, I can go back inside. Okay, I think I'm gonna open the cage door, because nothing's working. Maybe once he gets a taste of food, he'll want to eat more. Okay, so it's all yours, Scruffy. And I'll hold up the spoon while I'm here. So he has two options now. You can eat from the kennel, or you can eat from me. And if he doesn't come soon, I might just go in and let him eat from the kennel. Okay. He's approaching the kennel, and he's approaching... I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I figured he'd want to go to the kennel, because I'm not there. Okay, now I'm just confused. I don't know what he's doing. So I'm holding the spoon. I don't know. Does he want the spoon? Or does he want the kennel? So he should be least afraid of the kennel, in my opinion, because I'm not there. Because I know he is really skittish and he doesn't seem to like the kennel, but he's gone in there the past couple days. Nothing bad's happened to him. And then when I'm not around, there's probably even less to worry about. I think he wants the chicken. Well, he offered you the chicken and you didn't take it, so... You frustrate me so much, you ridiculous cat. So, yeah, I mentioned earlier, I'm finding myself coming here to feed him, becoming a chore now. I have to force myself to do it. It's so depressing. It's hard to get the motivation to do this. Because, he's not happy. And it takes so much effort to do this, and it's really cold, really uncomfortable doing this. I was just talking and gasping, and that triggered him. Triggered his alerts. But I can't seem to do anything to please him, and it's just frustrating. And so I'm reaching the point where I just don't want to do this anymore. It's just not working. It's not worth the effort. And so I see why the animal rescue people who try to rescue feral cats and condition them for adoption, I see why they basically say they don't bother with adult feral cats. The time that they spend could be spent on kittens, socializing them, and actually doing something useful. Wow, I'm surprised he came. So yeah, this is too much effort, and it's becoming apparent to me that it's not working, and it's not going to work. So I should probably cut my losses and abandon this project. But I have 4 more cans of wet cat food, so I'm going to give him a chance. If things drastically change with those 4 cans, I might keep the project going. I might keep feeding him for a while until it goes bad again. But at this point, I'm not optimistic. So, I'm surprised he came to the cup instead of going to the kennel, because he knows I pet him on the face, and usually he hates it when I pet him on the top of the head. When I pet him when he's eating from the bowl, he really seems to hate it when I wouldn't say hate it, but he seems to hate it more or dislike it more when I go for the head instead of the back. He's a little more comfortable when I pet his back. So yeah, I put wet cat food and kibble and water in this one to make it harder for him to eat. And there's a little bit more than normal. Because originally I wasn't going to feed him lunch, full lunch anyway. I was just going to put the stuff in the kennel, and if he wanted, I'd give him food from this spoon or cup. But he didn't take it, so I just refrigerated it. And then I locked the kennel. Actually, no, I think I locked the kennel first because I wanted him to try the spoon first. And then once he ate from the spoon, I would unlock the kennel as good behavior. So yeah, he wants the food. He's just tolerating me. He doesn't really enjoy the petting. But I don't seem to scare him, which is funny. He always acts terrified around me. But yet he's wanting to put up with this, so I don't really think he's afraid of me, but he just doesn't like me. And that's part of the frustration, I think, with this. So I was hoping we would be building some sort of better relationship by now. So we're past 2 months, I think getting close to 3 months now. I didn't expect him to be completely tame. I didn't expect to be able to pick him up. I didn't necessarily expect to be able to do most things you do with a normal cat, but I kind of expected him he'd be happy to see me, and he'd let me pet him without freaking out or being so skittish. I was kind of hoping he might actually, when he sees me, maybe brush up against me, trying to entice me to give him food. Or meow or something like that. But yeah, he's doing the bare minimum just to get fed, and sometimes not even that. So he just doesn't even want to be fed a lot of times. So as I'm putting up the videos, I'm sadly about like a month behind. And there he is. And so I'm having to caption, or not caption, but give title cards to all the videos and write a description. And I see, yeah, there's quite a few videos where, especially the lunches, he won't eat them. So I'm just shifting in my chair a little bit. So yeah, it's going to take him a while to eat that bowl, because it took him a while to eat from the spoon. So the spoon and the bowl have probably about the same amount. So I'm surprised he's able to pick out pieces like that and eat them outside. Maybe if they dried up a little bit. Okay, went all the way in this time. He stayed in this time. So I thought he was going to keep doing that. So yeah, I was hoping he'd get more comfortable with the kennel. Because yeah, the thing is, it's really cold now, and so there's a nice warm thermal blanket in there. And it's under the table, so I think it's a little bit sheltered from the wind. So it should make a nice place for him to, chill and keep warm, but he was afraid of it. Yeah, and so when he's waiting at the door, he's sitting on, I don't know what terrified him there. I didn't do anything. But, he's sitting on that mat or something like that, or on the deck, and that's like way colder than what's in the kennel. So yeah, he's just too skittish. I can't train him. I can't get him to try stuff because he's just too terrified of everything. So I was like, oh, try this blanket. How do I get him to try this blanket? Because he's afraid of it. He's afraid of everything. So I can't introduce him to anything. I think I mentioned a couple days ago I tried the laser pointer again, and that actually didn't terrify him. He just looked really pissed off, and so he left. So I'm going to put the other bowl down now. And hold out the cup in case he wants the cup. And he can go back in the kennel if he wants. I don't know if he finished. But yeah, he's going to throw up eating so fast. So hopefully the Fancy Feast wet cat food is harder to throw up. He's on the town now. So he's going for the cup, and then he felt my thumb and then backed off. Traffic is really loud tonight. It's really annoying. Okay, so I'm going to go for the pet, and I know he's going to jump back. I know he hates this. There he goes. Didn't even touch him. Food. Show him the cup. Worried it's going to strike there for a second. I saw his foot go up. There we go. Finally able to pet him. But yeah, I don't think it's going well. Oh, I got an update on the pet handling gloves, so I think they're supposed to arrive in 2 days. So at this point I don't know if I'm going to use them, but since they're going to be here before the project ends, I might try it. And I might try to wash him since I got the wash. He's going to hate me for sure, but I can't say I didn't try. Because, yeah, he really needs a bath in the back. It's pretty bad. His front's good. I don't understand like why his front part's so good and his back is so awful. So yeah, he's really getting into the food now. So I'm able to stroke him a little firmer now. So I think I might lock the cage with the bowl still inside. It may contain some scent still of the food. So since he won't be able to reach the bowl, he might think, oh, there's more food in there. I can't get it. And he'll associate the cage as an obstacle instead of a cage. So he doesn't think it's to trap him, it's to keep him from getting the food. A lot of work for something that I'm actually never going to use on him, I think, at this point. Because, yeah, I was never actually going to use the kennel to trap him, except if, you know, he actually became tame enough where I could take him to the vet. But I figured that would be in the much distant future. So that would be like the 6 months to a year type thing. But I had hoped we'd be much closer to him, at least, you know, approaching and wanting food by 3 months. And yeah, we're not even there. So he ate probably about a third, maybe a fourth of the bowl. So there's a bunch under the balls. So he has to move the balls to get more. So yeah, the wet stuff is much harder for him to eat, so I might not need the balls, but you know, it's hard to gauge with him, so I put the balls there as a precaution because I don't want him throwing up if I can avoid it. So put a cup. So there's a little bit left in the cup. Actually, what's he going for? So I'm going to let him move one of the balls first, because yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get much more food from that corner. And I want to encourage him to move one of the balls and get more food. He's actually doing pretty good in that corner. So my hands are starting to get numb. It's too cold. So yeah, he's not moving the ball very efficiently. He's trying to get under it. So I'm going to pet him. He almost hissed, but he didn't. So maybe that's improvement. Okay, I think he finally moved the ball, the small one, with his mouth. So my arms are cramping up because I'm in such a weird, contorted position to try to bend over him without scaring him too much. Because every time I shift in the chair, he gets terrified. And then my hands are cold, so my fingers are getting numb on top of it, so I'm actually really uncomfortable right now. He's actually going really hard at the food at the moment, so he might not notice. I think I need to shift. Okay, I shifted a little, that helped. Yeah, he's really into the food at the moment. So yeah, I want to try the brush and the wash when I get the gloves. I was kind of hoping he might like getting brushed, because he likes grooming so much. You'd think he'd like his hair to be perfectly groomed. The wash might be a harder thing. The other problem is it's so cold right now that the wash might actually feel really cold to him. So he's like under me now. Push the bowl. Yeah, he's pushing the bowl under the chair. Okay, so he walked back. So let's say he has maybe about half to go. Yeah, that 1 3-ounce can goes pretty far. So that's why another reason I'm not enthusiastic about getting a 5-ounce can from Costco, or 5.5, is it? Because yeah, I'll have to divide that into 2, and then pet him. Let me pet him. You didn't even have to hold the cup. So yeah, he's really into the food now. So you didn't eat last night, you didn't eat lunch today. So yeah, you should be hungry. But then you disappeared around dinner time. I don't understand. So it's one of those things he doesn't realize how hungry he is until he actually starts eating. So now he's going for the cup. So I assume my hand's warmer than the air because it's so cold. I think he would like me petting him, but yeah, I think he's still just tolerating me so he can get the food. I had hoped after, a couple months of doing this, he would kind of enjoy it, not just tolerate it. Because if you had a cat, but you're told you can never touch it, can't even approach it, can only approach you, will never play with you, won't meow at you, you can't make any quick moves, otherwise he'll run away. You basically have to be always walking on eggshells, and you have to feed it whenever it wants, but not when it's mealtime, and you have to wait about an hour for him to eat every time. I don't think most people would take a pet if those are the rules. Yeah, if all our sessions were just like that last 3 minutes without the previous leading hour. This video is 28 minutes now, 29. So, but there were all these other segments before that, plus lunch today. If we cut basically all that crap down to basically these 3 minutes, I'd probably still tolerate this project. But the fact is, yeah, it's taking even longer to feed him now than when we started. Because I think when we started, it was like 20 minutes maybe. Like 15, 20 minutes, and then it got longer and longer and longer. So we're like over an hour now. I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. I don't know what freaked you out. And the weather's getting worse. I didn't do anything, dude. I don't know what your problem is, Scruffy. You want me to hold the cup for you? Yeah, I think he's just having a hard time getting enough food from the cup. I don't know what's with all the traffic tonight. And all the vehicles. It's really loud tonight. It's probably not helping Scruffy's disposition. It's not helping mine. So one of the messages I was hoping you'd get is, since I don't touch him when he's in the kennel, it's like a safe space. So it's shelter, it's his home, his blanket to keep him warm. So I'd like him to use it. Just no convincing him. It's just too skittish. He won't try anything because he won't even sit down on that mat, right? He's standing up, getting the food, and then when he gets the food, he darts out in reverse. It's like he's showing off, saying, "Ha ha, you can't trap me." It's like, we're not even trying to trap you, dude. Just trying to help you. Give you food, give you shelter. It's not a trap. Just being nice. I'm surprised he didn't jump back that time. So I got all that chicken. I don't really want to put it back in the refrigerator, so I might give him a treat tonight. I might throw more in the kennel. I also might hand feed him a bunch. If he sticks around for it. It's funny, he knocked the ball upward. It might roll out of the bowl. I honestly didn't think he was going to eat tonight. So instead I'm on the verge of giving him a whole bunch of extra food because I'm going to give him a lot of chicken skin. And I'm already giving him a little bit of extra food because of the kennel. Pause there because I couldn't tell if I could feel his heartbeat or not. I don't think I could. I'm just feeling him vibrate. He's chomping up the food. But yeah, I did, it was a couple days ago, but I actually did spray my shoes with Fell-Away pheromone spray because he's close to my shoes all the time. I don't think it helped at all. So I think he finished. Yeah, he wants the spoon. Yeah, he's hungry. He wants everything, every little last bit. So I can't tell if there's more there. Since he's going for it, I assume there is. Yeah, he did pretty good. I'm going to take the ball. Yuck. Cat saliva. Yuck. So take the balls up, make it easier for him to get the rest. And he seems to realize that. That might be progress. Not enough to make me not enough to make me reevaluate continuing the project, though. He's going to have to continue to do this over the next 4 days or so, and with less BS. If he does, then maybe I'll continue. But yeah, as I said, I think I've already kind of mentally checked out. He's still hungry. Good thing I got that chicken skin. I think he moved the ball closer to the front because he's not going in all the way. Want some chicken skin? I gotta get the chicken. If I do it here, he's gonna flee in terror. And Scruffy, want some chicken? Yeah, he sees that. Grease up my fingers. Give him something to lick later. But yeah, he wants the chicken badly. Yeah, he was very skittish there. Usually he's a lot less cautious when he gets to the chicken. So I don't know what's wrong with him. Grab another piece. Yeah, the chicken's gotten all cold. But yeah, he's being very cautious. Yeah, so he won't come in. See, I don't know what his problem is. So I didn't do anything. And yeah, he tried to take a bite and then he just ran off. Yeah, he's never really done that before. Usually he will come to the chicken, cautiously put his head up, and then kind of slowly take a stabbing bite at it. Now he's like doing these darting bites where he's like afraid to stay there too long, so he needs to quickly dart and get the hell out of there. And he misses. And it's actually a little more dangerous for me because yeah, he might bite my fingers doing that. So yeah, I don't know what your problem is, Scruffy. And so yeah, again, that's another reason I think this project is doomed. He's regressed so much this just last week. And yeah, things aren't going great before that. But you know, I think we were at least, it looked like we were kind of on a improving trajectory until this week. And then, yeah, things have just gotten really bad this week. And yeah, I don't see much hope of things improving. So I don't know what's wrong with you, Scruffy. This chicken here. So I have a whole bowl here. Chicken skin. So I'll try another piece. This piece instead. This one's really fatty. Yeah. Try a really long one. I got a big, fat, long piece. It's just a big, fat piece. This one's huge. So this one is massive. So this one you should be able to take a bite of, no problem, without biting me. Want it? I know you want it. And a piece fell on the ground. I think he's going to go after the one on the ground. So if he's hunting it, stalking your prey, gonna strike. Swing it around a little bit. Just don't bite me, please. So you got a big fat piece. It's probably the best piece I've ever given him. So still got a bowl here. So I'm going to break up a few of these pieces here, and I'm going to put them in the kennel. So I guess I don't need to put all of them in the kennel at the same time. Let's put these three. So I got three kind of chunky pieces here. I'm going to put them in the kennel. Oops. Okay. So the bowl is actually still in the back, so I'm kind of impressed he was able to keep his legs out and still eat. I don't know how he's doing that. So my fingers are all greasy now. I kind of want him to lick them, but he's now too afraid even to lick my fingers. So yeah, we've regressed quite a bit. So this is really discouraging, depressing. And I still got more chicken here. A little bit more, about 3 pieces, I'd say. I didn't see he was coming. Coming from the kennel. Okay, I'll keep dangling one piece here. Yeah, there's more in the kennel, too. You get your choice. I think it's bizarre that he'd rather get it from my hand than... I don't know what's wrong with him. What's wrong with you, Scruffy? What happened to you? Who hurt you? Just a couple of days ago, you... maybe a little more than that. A week ago, you would have no problem eating this chicken. You'd be licking my fingers and enjoying every bit of it. Now you're like terrified to eat it. I'm shifting my chair. So I think I'm going to give him the evil eye. Stare right at him. That's what I thought. So I'm still dangling this piece of chicken skin from my fingers, and yet he's not coming. I don't know what is wrong with him. So I'm getting really cold. I really want to go in and just call it a night. But I want to get rid of these two pieces of chicken skin, and I'd like to let him lick the bowl. Maybe I'll put the bowl in the kennel. Yes, I don't really know what's wrong with him. I don't understand why he's so terrified of eating the chicken now. Because the time I yelled at him the other night, I don't remember, it wasn't for the chicken skin, it was for him licking my fingers. And it was because he was biting my fingers, not licking them. The chicken? This cat is broken. This cat's defective. Oops. I didn't mean to drop the chicken. I don't know, maybe with the gloves. So I still have the baby food, so maybe what I need to do is just practice with him licking. So once I get the gloves, since I'll have a couple days left of it, assuming it actually arrives when it says it's going to arrive, I could try a feeding session where I just spread the baby food on the gloves, let him lick it, and if he bites, hopefully the gloves will protect me, and then I won't yell at him if he bites. Because yeah, that was fear for me why I yelled at him. I was surprised because that was the other regression, because he's gotten pretty good at licking, so I thought he had figured it out by now and I could start trusting him, but then he kind of bit at me. And that just kept me off guard, and I'm terrified of getting a disease from him. So I can't get him to a vet. Because he's not tame enough to capture. And even if it was, he's not tame enough to administer any care. Because they're going to say, oh, you need to wash him, or you need to give him pills, and give him ointments. So, yeah, right. How's that going to happen? Can't even get this cat to eat chicken, his favorite food. Big fatty piece hanging from my fingers right now. He won't even step towards it. He freaked himself out when he tried to eat it and ran away. It's like, I didn't do anything. It's on film. Is he trying to see who will outlast the waiting contest? So I don't know. At what point does he give up? What does he do? He just walks away. What do I do? I go in the house. I don't see what that accomplishes. What does he hope what does he hope that's going to happen? Leave the food for him behind? I haven't done that in a while. He's starting to slink over. So I'll lower my food. Because, yeah, slinking over, that's okay. That's good. I want you to have the food, Scruffy. I don't know what's wrong with you. I didn't do anything. He actually bumped my thumb with his lower tooth, and I actually managed not to react. And he still freaked himself out. What's ironic is I think the very first time I gave him the rotisserie chicken, he had no problem like coming up to. Yeah, that was the one I couldn't film because he was afraid of the more afraid of the camera than anything else at the time, so I couldn't film him at the time. But yeah, the first time I got him rotisserie chicken, I was still just trying to break him into the feeding process, and he came right for the chicken. Didn't have any problem trying to eat it from my hands. Didn't have a problem licking it from my fingers either. I had problems with him biting at me, and I was doing the same thing I was doing all the time, saying, "No, stop! Don't bite." But he would just reattempt, and then he'd figure out licking. So yeah, now he's just freaking terrified. To even try, I don't get it. So I don't know what's wrong with you, Scruffy. And then yeah, there were a couple pieces of chicken in the kennel, so he still hasn't found those. I'm not sure why. So let's sit up. So we're approaching an hour. So yeah, this is why I don't want to do this anymore. This is taking way too long for no gain whatsoever. Because he's not getting better, he's getting worse. I was able to tolerate it when it looked like he was improving, but it seems like, yeah, he's just getting worse no matter what I do. Yeah, my nose itches. Sorry, I need to scratch my nose. It's really cold. My nose is running. So I have a lot of clothing on right now to try to keep me warm, but not enough. I should wear gloves. That would help, I think. My feet are actually getting cold now too. I need thicker socks. But the socks I had on were pretty thick, but yeah, not nearly enough. You see, we don't get real winter where I live, so I actually don't know how to prepare for real cold. So, okay, I'm gonna lean over. Try to offer the chicken, make it look enticing again. I don't know why he's having such a hard time with this concept when he's done it so many times before. This is like the one thing that worked. Rotisserie chicken was like the one thing that would always work. So when all else fails, go back to the rotisserie chicken. And nope, that doesn't even work anymore. Okay, I'm shifting in the chair again. So put it back in the bowl for a second. What happens if I bring the bowl down? So I'm holding the chicken now, and I have the bowl on my legs. So I'm tempted at this point to call it quits, and I'm tempted to put this bowl in the kennel and lock it and let him. And let him think about So I'm holding out the chicken. I don't know if he wanted to go for the bowl, but I wanted to try to take it from my fingers like he always does. But, to finish the thought, I was thinking of locking this in the kennel and making him look at the food all night and can't get it. And then tomorrow, I'll open it up so he can eat it. So I'm dropping the chicken. I'm going to offer my fingers for him to lick. So I'm reaching out. So with a better cat that we've successfully socialized, I should actually be able to approach the cat a little bit without terrifying him. But if I do that with Scruffy, he's going to run back in terror. And that's yet another thing that frustrates me, because I would think if my hand was covered in chicken grease that he wants to lick, I would still be able to approach him a little bit without him fleeing in terror. And I'm not even allowed to move, basically, when it comes to Scruffy, because he's so skittish. And so it's just yet another thing, another reason why I think this project isn't working, and I may need to cut my losses. Come on, Scruffy. I know you like to lick the chicken skin off my fingers. Come on, try it, like you used to. I know you're thinking about it. There you go. Good. He's licking very gently. He's barely making contact. So he's like afraid of me or something. Okay, he's starting to get into it now. Yeah, he's still being pretty gentle. So I don't know, maybe I did freak him out the other night when he bit me. But he's like completely overreacted because I've yelled at him before for that. Just don't bite me, that's all I ask. And he ran away. Don't know why. There's still more to lick off my fingers. Okay, well, slime up again. Using the piece of chicken skin. And now I'm dangling the chicken skin. And he doesn't want to approach. Oops, I dropped the chicken skin. I dropped it again. Okay, let's try this again. That's where I need to sit up. Oh, it's coming. Okay, so I'm lowering myself. I know you like chicken skin. You're obviously not full because you're still here. Otherwise, you would have sauntered off like you often do. Come on, Scruffy. Can you finish this darn meal so I can go in? So I thought maybe successfully licking my fingers would have improved his disposition, but no, it doesn't seem to have done much. Come on, Scruffy. You're so getting locked out. Now you're just starting to piss me off. Sometimes I think Scruffy knows he's trolling me. He knows how to troll me. So he doesn't actually care about the food. He's just doing it for his entertainment purposes. He doesn't play like normal cats. He uses mental games to play on people, saying, how can I torment this human? That's how I play. Well, you succeeded, Scruffy. You've tormented me and broken my will. You've depressed me, and I'm now at the point where I'm about to give up. So I'm pretty low right now. You win. I'm only going to do this for 4 more days. Use up the cat food. So I run across other strays in the park sometimes. So I saw 2 days ago, just sitting out in the middle of the grass field all by himself. Not sure what he was doing. There were a couple people there trying to get his attention. I think I got the big giant bags of kibble. Start putting some Ziploc bags in my pocket or something. So if I ever encounter a cat like that, I just feed him. Saw another one on the way home today. He sometimes is friendly, but today he decided to walk under a car as I got close. If I had food, I bet he would have come. I haven't seen that colony, 6 or 7 cats and kittens. But they would have definitely appreciated the food, and they were approachable, so they were friendly. Unlike Scruffy here. So I'm sitting up. So he's looking at something, I don't know what. So you got a pretty good meal tonight, so it's not like you gotta run off and hunt immediately, so I don't know what your deal is. Is that the problem? Is that why you want the chicken? You're just too full? See, I don't believe that. Maybe we did hear I'm gonna follow him. Maybe he caught something. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I am going to put the chicken skin in the kennel and lock it, I think, and that will be the night. And let's lock the thing. Hey folks, so I was about to go in. I was just dumping the water bowl. He appears on the other side. So I was still going to go in, but I'm surprised he's approaching. But I'm tired of this, so I think I'm going to go in. I'm freezing. And I've already put all the stuff away, so oh well. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey folks, so I was inside washing the dishes, Scruffy went to the kennel, saw, I think, sensed this chicken skin inside the kennel, and he's been trying to figure out how to get in the kennel. He kind of stopped the moment I started filming, of course. But yeah, he was kind of pawing at it and trying to figure out if there was a way in, and then kind of looking around it. And then, yeah, now he's just kind of sitting there hoping I'm going to come out again, but I'm not. So I'm going to finish doing the dishes. If he starts pawing at the kennel again, I'll film it, but I thought it was kind of funny in kind of a, I guess, sadistic way. Sorry if it sounds cruel, but from what he's been subjecting me to this week, it's the one little nugget of entertainment that I've gotten from this, because yeah, he's putting me in a very bad mood. So anyway, that's it for now. Bye.